All right, family. Black Power. Black Power is the true power with General Sara. Seti. Kick back, get your mind ready for some information that's guaranteed to be heavy. I'm excited and delighted to be accepting members to not only the Sara Seti YouTube page, but the General Seti YouTube page. Two dynamic powerhouse institutions on YouTube giving you nothing but black power, black divinity. I want you to subscribe immediately. I want you to become a member. The link for the memberships is right down in the video description in the chat. I want you to click it. You get a video introduction, rundown on the memberships, what they entail. You see one you like, you should most definitely join. Even if you don't, I appreciate your presence here at the Sara Seti General Seti YouTube page. Continue to engage, continue to advance. That's right, family. The General got a new website on Teachable, uploading a lot of dynamic curriculums, powerhouse program, certificate courses. I want you over there checking it out right now. Check out that curriculum. It's for you, brothers. Again, it's viewable for you. You could go over the lesson, see what's what the curriculum contain. Also included is the Brotherhood of Heru Roundtable live stream where we meet once a week for the brothers to discuss very important, powerful information pertinent to our growth and development. Check it out, brothers. Become a member today. That's right. Ring the alarm, KingSeti.com, online marketplace, official general. Sara Seti DVD lectures, t-shirts, tank tops, hoodies, African and Kemetic jewelry, holistic tonics and remedies, home decor, accessories for every room in the house. I got something for you, family. I know you're going to like it and love it. Check out that catalog, get a discount, shop and save and shop. For the fire alarm, generalseti.com, Seti University, over 2,500 videos, 40 different subjects, all the subjects that you know and love from the general. That's right, old Mecca voyages of the Nile, when Egypt ruled the earth, Nubia, mother of ancient Egypt. We talking about Black Babylon. That's right, Mesopotamia. From Naga to nigger, African origins of the Hindu Kush, false teachers of the Medu Netta. I know that one hurt. Black woman is God, making of the white man, and so many, many more. Not another website nowhere on the planet that could compare or compete. Become a member today. And everybody knows that he got the pop in his page on Patreon by far. We got some fire coming up right there. Set the first supreme deity of ancient Egypt. I got to go there with you. You didn't know that, but you gonna know, and you need to get on over there, family, become a patron so you can get that work. That's one of the most definitely one of the hot ones coming up real soon. We also got did Joseph Smith create Mormonism from an ancient Egyptian book made of gold? We're gonna get off into these old cool crackpot off-brand religions out here that been using ancient, all of them been using ancient Egypt, you understand, as a crutch, and we're going to expose their ass. And the last one we're going to show for the right now, we're going to talk about, let's get it up there, family. Let me get it up there. I got so many, okay, hold on. Oh, it's down here. Here you go, right here. Here you go. Well, you know what? Yeah, let me put it up. There you go. The Nordic runes and the Medu Netta. See, it's a lot of videos now coming up where they showing that the ancient Europeans and the African Vikings and all that, the information is coming out. I've been cracked that eggshell many years ago when I did the runes and the Medu Netta, also showing deities from ancient Egypt and the Viking pantheon. Get on over there, family. Ain't nobody doing no work like this. You can't get this nowhere. Even the caveman is biting off my shit. So there it is, family. Get on over there. To all the family donated to the general, I thank you. I appreciate you for the fact you appreciate me. Any of the family would like to donate. The link is right there on the screen. Make sure you subscribe to all my YouTube pages. General Seti, King Seti, Sara Seti. Rock that notification bell. Get a video a thumbs up. Like it because you love it. Share it with your family and friends and comment. Just don't say nothing stupid because I will ban your ass. Now, we got this video. We want to talk about it. Brother Rodney Hinton, you see up there in the belly of the beast. We know his life is on the line. We should know that. That's what it is, you know. And when you strike like that, and he struck, for his son, being executed, by the sheriff's department, Ohio Sheriff Department. I'm gonna get the county. It don't make no difference. They all the same. All the counties is all the same. They executed the young brother Ryan Hinton and his father. We don't know. It's information coming out though. There's more information. It's a lot of information that is trickling out little by little. And some people just saying he wasn't even driving the damn car. Some people saying he wasn't even driving the car. So I don't know what's going on, but the tensions is really, really flaring up out there. We have to understand one thing. The sheriff department, even back, if you get the, I believe it's 100, what is it? 100 Years of Lynching, one of them books. Is that it? Let me make sure. Is that it? 100 Years of Lynching. You should have that book. I believe it's 100. It might be. Yeah, it is. I believe it is. Yeah. Yeah, that's it. That's it. 100 years in Ralph M. lynchings that went on for over a 100-year period. It was longer than that. But I guess this is when the goddamn news reports was being cataloged and things of that nature. And, when we read that book, we understand that the lynch mob and the sheriff department and the police department and the fire department and all the departments was a part of the lynch mob. You see, and when you struck out like that, you see that they would, they would send in they henchmen. They be goddamn Klansmen. They be goddamn neo-Nazis, but they be having the goddamn police uniform on. You see, and so he knows he's in a fucked up predicament, and I'm gonna be talking about his father and shit, up there looking like Cookie Monster and shit, happy face ass nigga sitting up there, boot licking and shit, the Europeans and shit, and crying about the officer that went down. God damn it, they ain't crying about Ryan. Because goddamn it, so you ain't got to be shedding no goddamn tears for nobody but your grandson. But that's neither here nor there, but that just show you. Goddamn it, even your own nigga across the line and join the other team. And so we understand that the damn slave patrol, you will go up there and all you have to do is look up slave patrol and you will see the badge for the goddamn slave patrol look just like the modern day sheriff police badge. You see, the slave patrol. And so when I've seen that he had, that he's been accused allegedly of running his police officer or this sheriff over, that his life was on the line, especially nobody saying, to extradite this man, put him some goddamn where he ain't got hundreds of goddamn racist ass sheriff that's ready to whoop him, beat him, and do whatever they can, open up the damn the bars for other inmates to probably go in there and kill him or do anything to him. He's really, when you say behind enemy's line, this is really behind enemy line. And we got a video where they was taking, obviously this is right after the accident, and I don't know if he was coming out of the hospital or whatever. He's badly bruised and battered from a goddamn, you can see the look of the damn car. You know what I'm saying? So he probably battered and tattered and things of that nature, can barely stand up. And they done drug him out the damn hospital so they can go put him on cold concrete and shit. Can't even goddamn heal and shit. And he was getting on the goddamn elevator. They showed this video where he was getting on the elevator and all these goddamn crackers get on the damn elevator with him. All these sheriffs, and as you can see, video after video where they piling in on this man in the courtroom to intimidate. You see, to intimidate and do whatever they think they can to put fear in his heart. And so he done stood 10 toes down, then looked them in their goddamn eye, ride it out, nigga. Ride or die. Because it ain't nothing else for you to do at this time. You know, we are trying, you know, we need to be trying to petition to get him out of there, you know, at least moving. You know, what the fuck you gonna leave him in there for? We understand that, but we can see that there's, you know, there's heavy, you know, they vindictive. They got, you know, they got a vindictive heart. You know, and we know what it is. You know, we know what could happen to him. So he needs to be moved. Period. They need to have him extradited. You know, into some other kind. I don't know what you got these cornball lawyers. I don't know what lawyer he got. You know, I don't know if the brother, I don't know why it does. Brother Ronald Hinton got a GoFundMe. He should have a goddamn GoFundMe. This man is going to need representation. You know what I'm saying? I ain't heard nobody talking about getting, you know, if he got a GoFundMe or not. If he got a GoFundMe, put it in here so I can know it. You know, because I want to goddamn do some videos and I want to pin it up there so, you know, people can start dropping because he needs representation. Period. He needs some type of representation on a level. You know, if he has some lawyers that petition that he at least have him extradited at this time. You know, have him extradited into where, you know, at least he got some safety. You know, at least he can rest and shit until his, you know, we can, you know, figure this shit out. You know, whether, you know, and get him some good lawyers. So he most definitely needs some help. I don't know what, you know, his family is doing. Cause I mean, they too busy worried about the goddamn police. They got you know, they got their back. So you don't just have your own goddamn back. You know, crying and shit and this, that, no, fuck that. You know, you know, we just had this 1-on-1. That's how it is. You know what I'm saying? Right now, 1-1. Yeah, but it's much more. You know, it's more battles to be fought. I got the video here coming up. But if anybody got know of the GoFundMe, if he got one, if he ain't got no, I don't understand why not. I don't understand why not. You know, I don't understand why not, but he needs to have one. We don't need no fake one or nothing like that. And I don't know who, you know, listening to his family, if anybody is reliable enough to even get a goddamn lawyer. These these lawyers they got up there, and goddamn it, they shouldn't have never put, you know, especially the grandfather. They shouldn't have never let him get up there because he went up there straight shucking and jiving. Yeah, he went up there shucking and jiving. When I heard, I say, well, goddamn, nigga, you was smiling. It didn't even look like, goddamn, you look like a cookie monster. You know what I'm saying? You know, they could buy this nigga with a bag of cookies and shit. Like, you know, Smiley. He remind me of that motherfucker, that guy that play on Saturday Night Live and shit. You know what I'm saying? Play Fat Albert. He remind me of him. I say, man, this nigga look like he halfway smiling and shit. I say, God damn, nigga. You know what I'm saying? What's up? You know, you gonna go come up here and ride or die? What you gonna do? This nigga come up here and say, cookies. This motherfucker ready to eat cookies and shit. You ain't ready to go no damn war, nigga. Shit, you know, come on, dog. They shouldn't have never put him up there. You know, they shouldn't have never put him. So I don't know. He needs some representation. Brother Ronald Hinton needs some representation. Quick, fast, in a hurry. He needs some representation. Somebody that can go up there and go get that man extradited up out of there. That's the first thing that needs to happen. He needs to be extradited up out of there because he's not safe. His life is on the line, and ain't nobody in their right goddamn mind cannot see that. Man, life on the line. You feel me? So I mean, we got to do something about that. Let me get this up here. Okay, hold on. Let me get this video up here, family. What I name that video? Oh, okay, I see it. I see it. I see it right there.
Atlanta, for Hype Plus News, I'm Symphony. The case and trial of Rodney Hinton Jr. continues to develop. Just last week, we reported Hinton has been charged with aggravated murder of a sheriff's deputy, Larry Henderson, after hitting him while he was directing traffic near the University of Cincinnati. According to local Cincinnati news, it is the only crime punishable by death in the state of Ohio, as it has been named a death penalty case. Now, the trial is just getting started in court, and the story has an added layer, as Hinton Jr. is the father of 18-year-old Ryan Hinton, who was shot and killed by an officer just the day before. Authorities are saying the father purposely and intentionally struck the deputy.
Okay, y'all say they blocked his GoFundMe. I'm sorry, family. You say you keep telling. All right, let me pay attention. They say they send directly to his attorney. GoFundMe blocked his page. Okay, they blocked his page. All right, family. Oh, they took it down. Ain't that a bitch? They gonna take the man shit down. All right.
Deputy as an act of revenge after seeing the body cam footage of his son's murder. If Hinton refuses the plea deal and was to be found guilty of aggravated murder, at that point, it would be the jury's decision whether or not to recommend a death sentence. Which means the judge could not impose a death sentence unless it was recommended by a jury. Now, Hinton pleaded not guilty to the charge just last week, and he's due in court today, Monday, May 12th. As this case is making its rounds online,
they saying that it's a possibility that they could request the death penalty. Well, shit, goddamn it, that's I mean, this ride or die at this point. You see. Now, if they kill him, they're gonna make him a martyr. He gonna be a saint. You feel what I'm saying? He gonna be a saint if they do. So you know, so I don't know if they want to do that. Yeah.
Featuring Hinton Jr. in police custody of multiple white officers and a black officer has hit social media. Many online users would commend the black officer for accompanying Hinton Jr. and not leaving him in the hands of all white officers.
Stepped on that motherfucker like, give, send, and go. Yeah, I see people that put up there. Yeah, stepped on there. Yeah. About time somebody stood up for a nigga. Damn, it looked like he got on there and mugged their ass. That time motherfucker got on there and looked them all in their eyes and shit.
As the case has become more high profile, it's also become a matter of race as well, which is why the black officer is being supported.
Yeah, he got to give, send, and go. Somebody can put it in the link in the...
Black officer receives praise for not leaving Rodney Hinton alone in the elevator with other officers. One social media user would echo the same thoughts as many watching. They wrote, "Glad that black officer stayed in the elevator." Another social media user would notice the racial tension in the video, writing, "I honestly don't know too much about this case, but it's obvious there's some tension between the three white officers and the black officer that made sure he was in the elevator so Rodney wasn't alone with them." Another social media user would cautiously point out, Even though Hinton was in the presence of white and black officers, the police are also a part of their own club, reminding users by writing, LOL, they are blue first. One more user seemed to be confused by the video and asked, did the officer himself specifically say that is what he's doing? While one more user would write, this TikTok BS narrative is made up. If there are 3 white officers and 1 black, why would the white officer have the camera on? Now, Eddie Griffin would also briefly comment on the case.
Yeah. Whatever the narrative is, they most definitely don't want that narrative. They don't want that narrative that somehow, a brother could have, because they ain't looking too good right now. It ain't looking too good. Them niggas up there in Memphis, we're going to be talking about, they got wanted dead or unalive posters out for these niggas. You see what I'm saying? So, I most definitely, but times is weird. You know what I'm saying? And you maybe one or two may stand out, and take a stand for the people. What else is they gonna do? Because motherfucker, the times is hot right now. You see, yeah, they're coming out of there saying some one old lady was driving. Yeah, they is. Yeah, they is saying, and I seen a couple of videos where, people just saying an old lady was driving, and I'm just waiting on somebody to drop a little more narrative on that. You know what I'm saying? I need somebody to drop a little more narrative on that. I see people talking about it, but we need some evidence. We need something to say. We don't know the woman's name, pictures, or coming out of the car or anything. And so, yeah, say the black cop could be a teller. Could be. We don't know. You know what I'm saying? We don't know. But for the most part, the one that, that he could have stepped in there for the brother, because you seen the other guys, I believe, were sheriffs. I think he might have been a goddamn Cincinnati police, and so if he want to take that stance, he could take it. It don't make no difference one way or another. One way or another. We don't know. You see, but when he looked and shit and then looked around, they didn't look like they was, it didn't look like it was a frequency moving amongst them, That was just for me. When he got on there, and motherfucker, I don't give a fuck who you is. If a motherfucker look at me in my eyes like that, motherfucker, you better nod your head or do something. You know what I'm saying? Don't come in there like you nigga, you bullwinkle nigga, and you know what I'm saying? You gonna come on there like you big dog, and you ain't, when a motherfucker come and you look at him, cause he's a big nigga, you know what I'm saying? He looked at motherfuckers, it didn't look like they was happy about how he looked at them. You know what I'm saying? This ain't like no camaraderie look to me. You know what I'm saying? He got on there and it looked like, yeah, he was, he was on a different frequency. Now, that just may be me. That just may be me. But anyway, family, subscribe. Of course, if you're on the general, make sure you subscribe. If you're on Sara, make sure you subscribe. Become a member. We got 5 on Patreon. Do not dare miss that hot presentation package we got lined up there, man. We got some fire up there for you. Nowhere else in the world can you get it, especially from the sage of the age. I'll be right black. Don't you go nowhere. Go on my page. Look at the live stream that's on deck, and I want you to be here. Tonight is Monday, and we gonna rock. You know what I'm saying? Until the last goddamn presentation is done. There's a General Sara Seti said, hey, arm yourself with knowledge, bang on that wicked ass beast, daily liberation through African education and confrontation, black power.